Hey everyone, today I'm going to start a new sort of series of posts. I was just cleaning out my room a couple of weeks ago and trying to sort of tidy up all my makeup and stuff. And I've got like stacks and stacks of like glossy boxes and jewellery boxes that are full of samples that I haven't even touched. I haven't even opened most of them. So I was sort of trying to tidy all those up, and I suddenly in the back of my mind thought of a post that Leanne Marie from her blog is leannemarie.com. I'll link to it below. I remembered a post she did ages ago called Project Samples, where she sort of took a few sample products and then tested them all out and just basically to use them up and see if they were any good and see if she would bother like repurchasing any of them. So I, somewhere in the back of my mind, thought, oh yeah, I've been meaning to do that for forever. I was going to do some blog posts about it, but just never quite got around to it. But I've decided that now is as good a time as any. So I've picked a few sample products and I'm going to do sort of along the same lines as Leanne. Pick a few every couple of weeks, use them all up, see how they go, and I shall report back to you guys. So this is going to be my first video. So I've already picked 5 or 6 products a couple of weeks ago, so I've been using them up to see how they've gone. So I will just get started and talk you through which products I'm going to talk about this time. So the first one I'll talk about is first of all, I would like to apologise for my pronunciation of all of these things, because most of them have like weird foreign names and I have no idea how to pronounce them, so I apologise in advance if I'm saying it wrong. So the first thing is these, I believe these are pronounced Rawa, although I would have thought it would be Rahua, but it says Rawa on the thing, so I'm going to go with that. Anyway, it's a shampoo and a conditioner. I think these came in a jewellery box, but I'm not entirely sure. There was 2 samples of shampoo and 2 samples of conditioner, so I've used them a couple of times. I've actually used it today, both of them, and it's meant to be volumizing, and it claims to add bounce, body and shine to your hair. It's quite a nice shampoo. It's definitely made my hair really soft and shiny, but I wouldn't really say it's made it volumized at all. I didn't really see any difference to how my hair normally is. It just looks pretty much the same to me. It does feel really soft and silky, but again, I'm not sure if that's maybe just because I've used conditioner. I don't really use conditioner that often, probably maybe once a month or so, because my hair, it doesn't really need it that much, so I don't really bother to use it that often. So I think just because I've used conditioner, it has made it really soft. But yeah, they were like a nice enough shampoo, but I wouldn't say it was amazing, and I haven't checked the prices of any of these things, but I would imagine if they were in a beauty box, they're probably on the more pricey side. So I don't think really it would be worth buying these for me. Perhaps if you had much finer hair, you might notice a bigger difference in adding like volume and things, but for me, I wouldn't bother repurchasing these. They just seem pretty average. Nice enough products, but not enough to make me want to go out and buy them. And the next product is this Rose Petal Salve by Rose & Co. Apothecary. I think this might be a full-size product. It is quite big. It's about the same size as like a Vaseline thing, and it's kind of along the same lines, just a multi-purpose kind of salve. It says on the back it's an invaluable beauty balm used to comfort dry lips, rough skin, tame lashes and brows, anywhere you need a little shine. And I've been mostly using this on my lips, and it's been really good, especially now it's getting into winter, it's getting a bit colder. I really need to make sure that I take care of my lips a bit more. So I have been applying this every morning, put it on before like I do the rest of my makeup and leave it to just sort of moisturise. And I also apply it at night time before I go to bed just to add an extra bit of moisture, and it works really well. I'd say I've noticed an improvement in how like dry my lips are overall, not just when I apply this, but just all the time. They seem to be a lot less dry than they were before. So I think this is a really good product. I've been using this for, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks now, and you can hardly even tell that I've used it. Lip salves like this, they do tend to last forever. So I probably would repurchase this, but I don't know if I'm going to have to for quite a long time because it does seem like it'll last forever. So I think it's a really good product. The only thing I'm not so keen on is like the sort of the smell and the taste, because obviously it's a rose petal salve, so it tastes and smells like roses, like rose water. Personally, for like lip products, I prefer something that's like fruity rather than florally. I prefer sort of fruity scents. So that's the only thing that I don't really like. If it came in sort of like, I don't know, a mango version or something, I would prefer to buy that rather than the rose one. But it's not like overpowering, it's not going to put me off using it. So I'm quite glad I rediscovered this product. It's really good, and I would definitely recommend that one. The next thing is this Tropic Body Smooth Refreshing Polish. The annoying thing about all these little samples is most of them don't actually have like instructions on how to use them on the back, so I had to Google this and try and find out exactly what it was and what you're supposed to do with it. But basically it was just like an exfoliating scrub for your body. It had like a sort of almost like a paste with little exfoliating granules in it, and then like a sort of a layer of oil on top, and what you're supposed to do is kind of mix those together to create like an oily paste, which sounds really disgusting, but it wasn't that bad. Yeah, so you mix them together, scoop out a little bit, and then just rub it on your legs. I think you can use it like all over your body, but I mainly used it just on my legs. I applied it on dry skin before I got in the shower, just sort of scrubbed it in, then get in the shower and rinse it off. And because it's like an oil-based product, it will sort of leave your skin feeling quite oily. Like there will be sort of, I don't know why I'm like stroking my legs here, that's a bit creepy. It will leave sort of like an oily sort of layer on your skin. On the website it said that you could also use this sort of like for when you're shaving your legs, if you put this on first, and then when you've still got that sort of like oily layer on, just instead of using shaving cream, just use that and it'll get like a really close shave because the oil helps like the razor glide and stuff. So I tried that out and it did actually do a really good job of shaving my legs. Afterwards they felt really smooth and soft, and they already felt like they were moisturised because of like the oils in this. It didn't really feel like I needed to slather on lots of body lotion afterwards. The only thing was it did tend to like clog up my razor quite a lot. All the sort of oily gunk, it tended to get clogged up in it, so that wasn't so good. Maybe if you're using like disposable razors, this would be quite good to use, but I think if you're just using your normal razor all the time, it would tend to like get clogged up and it'd probably make it go a bit blunt quite easily, so that wasn't so good. But the effects of it were really good. My legs feels like really soft and smooth. It definitely gets rid of like any dead dry skin and just makes everything look really nice and soft, and I keep saying soft but it's all I can think of to describe it really. Also had a really nice smell. It was quite sort of lemony and fresh. Definitely, I really liked that. The only thing was, because it was such a small sample, it doesn't say how much it is, but it's quite a small sample, so it was quite difficult to mix up the oil properly. The first time I used it, I only managed to get 2 uses out of it. The first time I managed to like distribute the oil quite well, but the second time when I went to use it, basically all of the oil had gone. I'd like kind of used up the first time, so it was less like moisturising and stuff. But I presume that's just because it's in a small thing. If you had the full size one, it would probably be much better. I'm not entirely sure if I would repurchase it or not. I think for shaving I would tend to stick to probably shaving foam, but it maybe for exfoliating, when I run out of my current like exfoliator, I might look into this and see how much it costs and stuff. So that one's a maybe, not a definite yes or no, but it's a maybe. The next thing is the Dr. Bronner Magic Soap. This is sort of a multi-purpose soap where I'm not going to pretend I know like exactly what it is and the science behind it and stuff, but it's basically like a undiluted soap, so you need to just put a couple drops of it in some water and then you can use it for like all manner of things. I've mostly been using this to clean my makeup brushes, as I'd heard, I've seen like a few blog posts and stuff saying that this was really good for cleaning makeup brushes, so I decided to try it out. And it is actually really good. It does a really good job of cleaning your brushes. What I do is put maybe 5 or 6 drops of this into like half a tumbler of water and mix it around a little bit, and just give my makeup brushes, give them like a rinse under the tap really quickly, put them in like this solution, give it a swirl around, and then just sort of like rub it in and it foams up, and then you can rinse it out. This sample that I have, it smells like peppermint, which kind of, I don't know, it felt a bit weird putting it on my makeup brushes. It seemed a bit like toothpastey or something. So if I was going to repurchase this, I don't think I would choose the peppermint one again. I'm not really a fan of peppermint in general, to be honest, but I'd probably try and choose a different scent. But yeah, it is quite good. I don't know if I would use it for any of the other uses. I don't think I would use it for like cleaning my face or my hair or anything like that. But for makeup brushes, it is really good, and I've used it quite a few times now, and it's only like down to the label, so I think it'll probably last for a long time. Not sure if I would repurchase it. I would have to see, like, again, see how much it costs. It is quite good, but I don't know, there might be something equally as good out there, so that's also a maybe. Next product is Colbert MD Nourish Eye Cream. This has like absolutely no information on it whatsoever, so I wasn't really sure what it was supposed to be for, like whether you're supposed to apply it in the morning or at night time, whether it's for like a certain part of the eye or just everywhere. So I've mostly been using it in the evening after I've taken my makeup off, just kind of dot it around, especially underneath the eye rather than above it, just around here, massage it in a little bit and then leave it to soak in. It feels quite nice and refreshing, but I haven't really seen any improvement in my skin, or I was hoping it might sort of like reduce the dark circles a little bit, but it hasn't made any difference to that whatsoever. It feels quite nice to put it on, but haven't seen any improvements really, so I don't think I would bother purchasing that. And the final products I'm going to talk about today are these. They are again, I'm not sure entirely how to pronounce this, Cetium, I think, Cetium, something like that. SCR Gold, and then there's the illuminating mask and the creme d'elite. The illuminating mask is basically like a face mask, quite obviously. You're supposed to apply it once or twice a week, all over the face, massage it in gently, and then leave it for about half an hour, and then remove it using damp cotton wool pads and follow up with this. So I was expecting this to be kind of just like a smooth cream, but it's actually got little like tiny little like hard bits in it. They're not quite sort of hard enough to be exfoliating. I'm not really sure what they're for or what they do, but yeah. As a mask it felt quite nice. It didn't feel too tight, like when they start to dry, some masks can feel like really like it's pulling your skin. It didn't feel like that at all. It just felt, you kind of didn't even really notice that it was there. It was quite light and not too heavy on the skin. It did make my skin feel quite nice and soft when I took it off. It claims that it's sort of like skin lightening, so I wasn't really sure whether that meant it kind of just evened out your skin tone or if it actually made your skin lighter, because I don't really need any help in that department. I'm already quite pale enough. But to be honest, I didn't really notice any difference. It definitely made my skin quite soft and smooth, but I wouldn't say it made any other particular differences to it. The same with the creme d'elite. This is kind of more like a daily thing. You can apply it after using the mask, but you can also apply it just every day. Yeah, kind of not quite like a moisturiser, but along those kind of lines. Again, it felt quite nice and made my skin feel quite soft, but I wouldn't say it really had any like major like differences. Didn't really make my skin look much more improved or anything, but it felt quite nice to use. On the back of this though, it says you're supposed to follow up with the gold serum, and either I chucked it out by mistake or it just wasn't included in the sample, but I don't have that, so I'm not sure whether maybe if I did have that and used it after this, then it might have made a bigger difference to how my skin looked. So again, these were like quite nice products, like I quite enjoyed using them, but they haven't made like a huge difference to my skin or anything, so I probably wouldn't bother repurchasing them. Yeah, so that was it. That was my first lot of samples. So in conclusion, they're all alright, but nothing too special. Apart from the rose petal salve, I would definitely recommend that. It's really good. Everything else is kind of like, it wasn't awful, but it wasn't great either, so I probably wouldn't bother repurchasing most of them. So yeah, now I'll have to go and choose another lot of 5 or 6 samples to test out, and we'll hopefully do another video in a couple of weeks with my results from that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you also have piles and piles of glossy boxes sitting in your room that you have no idea what to do with, then please do feel free to try out this idea. I would be really interested to see what everyone else thinks of their samples, especially if you've tried out any of these ones. I would love to hear what you think of them. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!